Welcome to Louis Frank Motorcars. Today we're going to be looking at a 2004 Dodge Viper SRT-10. This Viper, obviously finished off in black on black, is in as close to new condition as you can get. 17,000 original miles, and is a one-owner vehicle. We do these videos here at Louis Frank Motorcars just to give buyers a little bit more insight into the vehicle that they may be purchasing, as well as to show off the overall quality of the cars that we buy and sell. Again, this car here is in as close to new condition as you can get in a used vehicle. Again, to reiterate, 17,000 miles on a 10-year-old car. It is a one-owner vehicle. Was purchased new here in the Boston area, and really was driven very sparingly and was absolutely garaged its entire life. There's no accident history whatsoever. Just going around the car, you'd swear that you were looking at a brand new car. No, that's hard to believe for a car that's 10 years old, but believe it, because this car looks brand new. Again, the looks of this car, this being the third generation of the Viper, you have the 5 hood slats there on both sides, signifying what lies beneath. A V10 engine, 500 horsepower. Just amazing figures with this car. We usually reserve a little time to go over any imperfections in the car. I'm not going to waste your time trying to find the 2 touch-up spots on the car, but if I do remember where they are, I will let you know. Otherwise, the car is immaculate. Since we've grown our business, I do have people that detail the vehicles for me. They do a fantastic job. They were trained by me. But this car here, when we got it in, I decided to actually do myself. It was a day and a half affair, but I took the time. The car was very clean when it came in, but I just wanted it to be in as close to new condition as possible. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself. But there's more wax on this car and polish than you can imagine. It is as close to new and meticulously detailed as you can get at this point in time. Hand polished those wheels. They're like brand new. There's not one curb scuff or even blemish. They're clean on the inside. Those rims are clean all the way on the insides. I took the wheels off and actually cleaned the calipers as well. It is incredible. The paint looks spectacular for being a black car. Full of gloss, and really is in like new condition. Hopefully it comes through in the video. Definitely, if you look on the bottom of the video, you click the little gear there, you can put it in the full HD mode, and you can just see how incredibly clean that this car is, and just the condition. But enough about how good of a job that I did cleaning it, more about the car. Some of the important aspects of this particular car is that the car is a one owner. Now, you might be saying, well, what's so particular about that? Look around online. Look at other Vipers. Look at their histories. Most cars that you're going to see have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 owners within a 10-year period. That's why this was important to me. I've seen many Vipers, but you really don't see many one-owner 10-year-old Vipers. Usually they've gone through many hands. The important thing about this car is that it was owned by one person. and it was lovingly cared for its entire life. It was owned by someone that was responsible. A lot of the times these cars go into hands that are quite irresponsible, and you definitely see that online. Cars that are totaled or salvaged, or just cars that have gone through so many hands. This car here, one owner history, and is in absolutely dead new condition. Was owned actually by a senior citizen, so you can bet that the car was never at a track or raced in any way. It's just really in spectacular condition, and that's the reason why we bought it. We really try to go out there and find the top 5% of cars that are in the marketplace, and this car fit the bill in every single way. It has all the original owner's manuals, 2 sets of keys and remotes. It does have the original tonneau cover for the convertible top, as well as a car cover, a Viper particular car cover with embroidered Viper logos and emblems on it. So the car was not only garaged, it was covered in a garage. So just incredible shape. The tires are probably 70% new all the way around. They're Michelin. They're at 275, 35, 18 in the front, which is no small tire by any means. But when you get to the rear, you're looking at 345, 30, 19s. Really super, super wide tires in the back. Tons of grip in the car. And again, 70% all the way around. I've driven the car a couple 100 miles myself, and I have to say, the car drives incredible. Straight line, no vibrations, they're balanced correctly. The brakes are all the way around, you know, have 17,000 miles on them. The car is as close to new as you can get with one of these cars. And it was well cared for. Just going to take a peek at the interior here, which is as new as the exterior is. Electrically operated doors with these little paddles here, and on the inside as well. But again, as brand new as the exterior is the same way of the interior. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's no wear. And a lot of the times you'll see wear on the bolsters here, people getting in and out of the car. I'm going to spin around to show you the inside of this one. There's no cracking, there's no creasing, there's no stitching that's been broken. It is absolutely dead new in here. There's no pilling of the Alcantara inserts here. Sometimes if you look around online, sometimes the seat bottoms get that pilly look, like almost like an old blanket. There's none of that going on here. Absolutely gorgeous condition. The center console, these are normal places where you'll see wear in Vipers. There's no scrapes or fingernail marks at all around the power windows or the cup holder. It looks brand new. The polished aluminum around the shift console, nothing scratched up. It looks like a brand new car. All white face gauges. Again, you'd swear you were looking at a brand new interior here. You give an Alpine sound system with a 6-disc in-dash changer, which is incredible. Again, everything works. You are looking at a car that is as close to new as possible. Again, even these side sills getting in and out of the car. Sometimes you look around online, you look at other cars, they're all scuffed up, scraped up. These look like no one's ever gone in and out of the car. Amazing. All the factory tags are with this vehicle, right from the factory. I have, again, as I said, I polished the car personally and detailed the car personally. There is not one panel on this car that has been repainted. There's absolutely no accident history whatsoever. And you can tell that just by looking at the car in person on the video. It's dead new. Now, a lot of people online, if you look at some of the reviews of the Viper, obviously they're going to talk about the explosive power of the V10, the 500 horsepower, how the car is an absolute animal. And Vipers can be an absolute animal, but I'm going to tell you a little bit something different, and you can believe it or not. If you drive the car with a light touch, it is an absolute pleasure to drive. You know, in 5th gear, 6th gear, on the highway at 75, 70 miles an hour, you forget, and I was talking to one of my colleagues here, you forget what you're driving. It's actually very, very comfortable. Once you get in the car, it's a little bit of a step in, but the seats are incredible. Everyone that's gotten in this car has said, wow, I did not think that this car would be comfortable. And including my wife, who drives in most of the cars that we buy and sell here, a lot of Corvettes, SL Mercedes, and the car is really, really comfortable. And it's surprising. You do forget that under your right foot is a 500 horsepower V10 animal. But when you drive it with a clear mind and not a heavy right foot, it actually can be a car that is a pleasure to drive and absolutely is comfortable on a long ride, and just a great all-around car. So a lot of the videos and people that are getting into it and you see just tear off in the car, you can absolutely do that with this, and this car will keep up with most cars on the road, and in every aspect. But you can still drive this car, you know, to go get ice cream with your wife. You can still get, you know, you can still drive this car around to work. It's not something that needs a ton of servicing, so you can put miles on the car. It's not something that needs these, you know, like a Ferrari or something of that nature, where you're going to have to do a timing belt service or a clutch that's going to cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. It's a really easy to maintain exotic car, much as the NSX were. It's just a great value, and the performance is just an absolute bonus. And the looks of the car are stunning. The angles, every angle with the car is incredible. These inserts here on the front quarter panels are amazing, that tie into the side pipes. It's design. It has a tribute to the older generation Vipers with the tail lights. Subtle things with this car that remind you of the older ones. And there's a lot of things in this car that they improved upon. Obviously the power, but the braking system as well. Incredible braking system in this car. And again, if you're looking at 3rd generation Vipers, this car has to be on your radar, if not the car that you should be buying. It is that clean and that nice. I'm going to actually start it up. You can see there's no warning lights on or anything whatsoever. So to start it, you can actually put your foot down on the clutch, turn the key to the on position, and then hit the engine start button. Again, everything in this car, temperature-wise, is perfect. The car runs and drives like a new Viper. 17,563 miles. Again, these gauges light up amazing at night. They're really very, very visible. You can see there's no warning lights on whatsoever. That's just the emergency brake and a seat belt light. But incredible condition. Sound system, again, Alpine sound system. There is air conditioning in this car. You have a heated rear defroster on the roof. The roof I'm not going to unfold for you. It's kind of tough to do with one hand, but it's in as new condition as the rest of the car. We do have some pictures on that on our website of the actual roof. Again, xenon headlights, really very nice touch in this car. And the headlights are crystal clear, absolutely crystal clear. Look around online, look at some of the other Vipers that you see. You'll see a fogging or a hazing to the lights. These are crystal clear. Now, actually, the hood release is hidden behind this license plate frame and is actually on the outside of the car. And then there's a second stage to actually open the hood. And there you're going to see the 8.3 liter, I said that right, 8.3 liter, V10 505, 500 horsepower. The car has an amazing rumble to it. It's a pushrod V10. Again, 500 horsepower. Probably one of the most beautiful engines ever built. And you'll never forget what you're driving. With the Viper logos here on the engine bay and on the doors, it's just really a super cool touch. Again, you have a Viper logo here on the actual hood mat, and in the trunk there's a embroidered Viper logo. Just things that just show you that you're not driving something that's an everyday, ordinary car. It's a very, very special car. Air filters are brand new. The entire car, again, you'd be hard pressed to say that this wasn't a brand new car. Everything closes properly and lines up correctly. And I have to say, I'd like to keep this car myself. Unfortunately, we're in the business of selling cars, but I would keep this car myself if I could. Again, we're Louis Frank Motorcars. My name is Louis Marinello. We're here in Medford, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. Our number is 781-771-8722. Our website is louisfrankmotorcars.com. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Maybe you're in Florida, California, anywhere in between looking at this vehicle. We can arrange shipping door to door, either an open transport or closed. I would recommend closed just because of the condition of this car. But again, if you're looking for a third generation Viper and you are in the market for a convertible one, this has to be your car. It is that clean and that nice, and really the first person to look at the car or see the ad that we have posted, I'm sure is going to buy it, because if you're seriously looking for one of these cars, again, black on black is probably the best color combination, but they're going to be very, very, very pleased. Again, thanks for taking the time to take a peek at our video. We really appreciate it, and give us a call, 781-771-8722. Thanks.